Welcome back everybody, Kai Swans here, and straight after the previous episode we got this one now with Foot Manager 2017 with Carmarthen. Should really say what I'm doing, but it's another 2 games. So last episode was the double header against the New Saints, which we lost due to a really silly late goal to concede, goalkeeping error, and then we beat Aberystwyth 2-0 very late thanks to wisdom. But today we've got Bala and Aberystwyth once again, hoping to get a bit of a foothold in the Welsh Premier League. We are currently sitting 3rd, but a win today would put us into 2nd above Bangor City, just on goal difference though, unfortunately. And the New Saints are obviously walking the league as it currently stands. I'm quickly going to show you the team. It's fairly similar to the one that started last episode. In fact, I think it's exactly the same. Maybe Josh Green instead of Callum Morris being the only real change of note. But it's a fairly strong side here. You can see Spittle and Lewis, the midfield duo, doing really well this season, and Bishop Wisdom on supreme form this season with 8 goals in 6 starts. So yeah, hopefully we can get something against a strong Bala side, one of the better sides in the division. TNS, Bangor City and Bala, sort of the 3 best sides, and Jay Watkins was really running against Mark Jones last season for top goal scorer. Bala actually have the first attack of the game down the right flank into middle. Cummings clears, and hopefully we can get a good counter from this. Mark Jones plays off Wisdom, beautiful. That is the duo up front. That's how they're meant to work and how they do work right then. Here it is in 3D. Mark Jones, the ball's cleared forward to him and he just picks out Wisdom through the defence, cutting them through. Those 2 up front, what a duo. I mean, Mark Jones is amazing at that provider role, which he did so well last season, and also scoring, obviously, and Wisdom can just run off him amazingly. And we have another chance here. Unfortunately, Bala have tackled and have a chance to counter their own. Breeze shoots from a really long range, but fortunately it's well wide. But the goal kick is being shown. Idzi forward to Cummings. Unfortunately it's cut out, but Sermon, Wisdom, Cummings, Mark Jones is through here. Mark Jones, beautiful goal, lovely through the centre, just a nice free quick passes, one touch football through the centre park. We see it here. Wisdom headers it down to Cummings, immediately passes, plays through Mark Jones, touches it out and shoots. The keeper gets a hand to it, but it's not enough, and we're 2-0 up, which is really good, because Bala last season were one of those teams that we had difficulties beating. We have a corner now. Cummings whips it in, it's cleared only as far as Wisdom into Owen. Beautiful goal by the left back. The left back's been a lot better this season than last season. Last season, seriously underperforming considering the quality he clearly has if you just look at the attributes. And you see the corner's cleared, but only as far as Wisdom. Pass it into Owen. Owen, nice touch, finds the gap, shoots, and the keeper at full stretch can't quite get there. And 3-0, it's looking good. They have a chance now, Bala do, building it through the middle. Gibbs to Watkins, a brilliant player, but Vincent cuts out the ball, gets it forward, and now Bala try again, throw on Owen with a nice clearance out. Can we score from this? Oh my god, that is absolutely beautiful. This is going to be worth watching in 3D, I can say that for now. Their keeper clears it straight into the centre midfielder, but because he's out of position, we see here he clears it out, and Kieran Lewis doesn't even take a shot. That is an absolute screamer. That's going to be a goal of the season. I'm calling it now. Absolutely beautiful goal, well deserved by Kieran Lewis, who's been amazing for me this season. Really come into his own, and yeah, well that looks like game, set and match. Got 20 minutes left. Not much really needed from this game anymore apart from to hold out for the victory, which Bala are going to try and test us with. Playing through the middle now, picks out Breeze. Breeze has options back out to Davis. Davis newly on the pitch, so a bit fitter than the players around him. Gibbs, they're passing the ball nicely here, really nice passing actually, and Davis is through, scores, full 1. It's not as comfortable anymore, the clean sheet's gone, that's for sure, but it still looks pretty decent. A 3-goal lead. Here we see some nice football, and Davis just loses Green, the right back, and goes through, shoots, toe pokes it into the keeper, who can't properly get his hands behind it. So I've made 2 changes. Johnny Spittle's come off for kind of indirectly for Jamie McDade, who's then pushed Cummings back to right back, and then Josh Green into midfield. So sort of weird triangle going on there. That was mainly because Spittle wasn't having the best game, and I kind of want to get McDade in, and he's actually playing as a winger. And to compensate, I've taken Kieran Lewis off, put Kerry Morgan on as a box-to-box midfielder, so these 2 will offer a bit more dynamicness in the centre of the park. Ball-winning midfielder and a box-to-box midfielder. They should run around a whole load, and it keeps Kieran Lewis from getting an injury. Despite playing amazing, I just don't want him to get hurt. What looks like, oh no, actually we've got about 6-7 minutes left, and we've got attack, but Oh, I'm very worried when there's long balls like that in this level. We're seeing what can happen. Izzy has the ball down for us though after Bala cleared it towards us, and he's really wasting time here. Hooves the ball forward though. Mark Jones headers through Wisdom. Can Wisdom get his second goal of the game? Oh, lovely stop by Morrison. It's out for a corner. And here's the corner coming in now by Cummings. Whipped in. Vincent near post can't get in. Now Bala have a chance to counter actually. Breeze has options in front of him. Picks out. No, he doesn't quite have. Now we can get back on the front foot. Mark Jones has McDade. McDade is a very clever player, and but I say that right as he kicks it out for a goal kick. The last chance of the game probably goes Bala's way, but we clear from the corner and it's going to be full time any second now. They've got the ball in the centre park and I'm just waiting for the whistle, to be honest. I can't see them scoring. There we go, 4-1, beautiful win. I'll see you for the game against Aberystwyth. And here we are back again for the second game of this episode. A few changes. Carl Bassett in for Cummings. No other changes to attack or midfield, but there's also Tom Pearson has come on for Josh Green. A couple of changes just for a bit more fitness and to give different players options. Also Carl Bassett a bit more attacking, can hopefully have a bit more of effect on that right flank, because unlike Bala, I reckon we can really get at. Oh no, that was the wrong answer. We can really get at this Aberystwyth team, as we proved last game when we beat them 2-0, thanks to Wisdom goals having come on late in the game. But now he's starting. Hopefully he can have a proper devastating impact against this Aberystwyth side who've been in poor form this season. They won their most recent game, but before then I think it's 4 or 5 straight losses. So yeah, it's looking quite good for us. Hopefully we can get in. The team's fairly similar. Curtis March is obviously a quality player. Oh, we've scored. I completely missed the goal. There's a Wisdom's 10th goal in 10 games for us, which is really impressive. Here we are. Wisdom comes in, cuts inside, side of the foot. Keeper gets a hand to it, but still wiggles its way into the back of the net, and we're 1-0 up within, what, quarter of an hour? Aberystwyth have a chance now. March headers forward, but fortunately Vincent cuts it out on a beautiful ball forward to Wisdom. Wisdom, has he got options in the box? Unfortunately Mark Jones is taking his time to get there, but we did get a corner thanks to Wisdom hitting a shot off the post and it kicked out behind by a Aberystwyth defender. Owen gets the ball into the box. March clears. It's another throw in for us. Not much else has happened in this first half. We're heading towards half 9 now. Aberystwyth just had a weird highlight. Izzy forward, Mark Jones gets the header. Spittle picks out Wisdom. Wisdom's through here. Never in doubt. Beautiful strike. Lots of power behind that shot, and it's his 11th goal of the season already. What a signing this guy's been. Tried to get him last season, if you remember. Didn't manage, but well worth the free transfer he was. Brilliant player. Can't recommend him enough. Him and Mark Jones are such a combination up front. Mark Jones with great vision, passing, and also being a good target man, whereas this guy's just fast and can run, can see the runs before it needs to. Yeah, beautiful combination. 2-0 up against bitter rivals Aberystwyth. It's going well. Aberystwyth have actually changed to a narrow 4-3-3 in the hope of getting something from this game, but we are in control. 16 shots, 56% of ball, 2 clear-cut chances which we put away. Bassett in the near post gets a good ball in. He can get a second ball in. Jones, Wisdom, hat-trick hero. What a player. Mark Jones and Wisdom, such a combination up front. And yeah, we're 3-0 to the good in another, well, in a derby win, second derby win of the season. It looks like it's going to be Wisdom, Jones playing it inside the box. Lovely 1-2. There's about 4 players on them, 4 Aberystwyth players on them, but they can dominate that box area. They're just predators. Aberystwyth actually have a chance here and they get one back with half an hour left. Might make some changes just to get a bit more fitness in the centre. So Kieran Lewis looks like he's going to come off. Here we see the corner whipped in. It's put in a very dangerous area and Callaway gets a shot away. Slams it in towards the net, and fortunately for him it goes in. So in terms of changes, here we go. Kieran Lewis can come off can come off, and I'm gonna put I'm looking at the options. I'm going to put Kerry Morgan down. Kerry Morgan's on a decent bit of form, box-to-box midfielder. Hopefully he can have a bit of an impact to do some good. I'm also going to take Wolf off just because he's better. He's more attacking minded, whereas Giglio's more defensive minded. So there we go. Those are 2 changes for now. The changes haven't actually come into effect, and Aberystwyth have a chance here. This is worrying now. Izzy, I don't know if he saved or if that was a miss. Either way, we got let off, and it was a good save by Izzy actually, and they have a corner. Fortunately Morgan can clear it, and Giglio, can you get there? He can't quite reach it, but the changes haven't come into effect, and hopefully we're a bit more defensively solid now. We have a chance on this left flank. Giglio gets the ball in. Wisdom was actually all the way up there, which was kind of bad. and Bassett somehow took a really weak shot, but the keeper saved, and now Aberystwyth actually trying to get the ball forward, but Sermon cuts it out, but they're still recovering it due to their numbers in the centre of the park. Lovely shot by one of their players, is deflected by one of our defenders. Bassett with a lovely tackle there, and we've got a chance to counter now. Wisdom picks out Morgan. Morgan shoots from range. Beautiful goal. That's 2 beautiful goals and two beautiful episodes in 2 episodes for us now. Kerry Morgan, first goal of the season, and it's one hell of a goal to open your account with. Here we go. Wisdom picks out Morgan in the centre, one touch and bang, outside the foot into the bottom corner. Oh, that hits the post as well. Absolutely beautiful strike. Don't know how much he meant it, but it does put his full one up, which is really good. Keeps us in contention for that winning spot, although the New Saints will probably walk it due to their budget. Their budget is more than the next 4-5 teams combined. So that's how much better they are than the rest of the league, and with Champions League money they're just going to keep getting better until they're beaten to that first place spot, which is what I'm hoping to do either this season or next season, really, in order to progress with this save. We did get a fair bit of money from Europa League this season, and hopefully I can get a lot more next season. Oh bugger. Aberystwyth score, put it 4-2. I mean, there's very little chance of them making a comeback here, actually, just due to the time left in this game. It's 10 minutes roughly, including stoppage time. Idzi really should have saved that. It's a nice cross by one of their strikers into the central striker, but we really should see out this game now. And it looks like we have 4-2 winners in the derby. Another derby win by 2-goal margin. I'm going to congratulate the team, well done. It's a good result, and it keeps us in touching distance of the top. The New Saints beat Bangor, gives us a nice little gap between us and Bangor behind us. Sort of hoping to cement the second place spot. I really want to make sure I'm the second best team in the division. Our budget's actually not that high at the moment. If we have a quick look, let's have a quick look, team detail. I think it's quite interesting when you're in this level to just look at the budgets, salary per annum, and here you see we've crossed the 6-figure threshold for our annual salary. However, the New Saints are nearly hitting $1 million a year, which is about 10 times our budget, and you see here they've actually got more budget than the rest of the league combined, nearly. Not quite the rest of the league combined, but roughly there. So that just shows you how much better they are, frankly. So it's rather worrying. But as long as we can get our way up here, we can cement ourselves as the second best team in the division. It'd be really good. But that's it for this episode. Playing really well, we are. Amazing start of the season, apart from that game against the New Saints, which makes me think the next game will have to be against the New Saints. I'm trying to think who else to play, because I don't want to play. Actually, I'll do the New Saints and Bangor, because I haven't played Bangor yet this season, so that'll be that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please tell me more about how your saves are going. I know somebody's doing an Aberystwyth save, it's going pretty decently for them too. You got some really good players there, Alfie being a main one. Here, Alice Bellamy, this is the striker I told you about. He looks pretty decent. I don't know what it says scouting required. Oh, I did scouting, yeah, there you go. It looks pretty decent in terms of strikers, and not that expensive. If you look at his wage, it's 140 a week, pretty decent. Also, I guess they sold let's have a look at transfer history. There you go, Daniel. Oh yeah, I remember I tried to get him myself and I couldn't afford him. He's on 1k a week now, in Boreham Wood, which league are they in? Vanarama National League. So that's roughly the level we're at. We're looking at just not in the league system. It's sort of the quality that our side is, but we can cause some upsets, and if we come second again, hopefully we get an easier draw. I'm looking too far in the future now, but yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.